Hey there YouTube, this is Fat to Fit here with another video. Exciting video. Maybe not that exciting, but a little bit exciting. It's a mukbang video, so I'm going to be preparing something that I'm not going to eat, and I'm going to be eating something from the toaster. So, when you're going to have lots of beans, veggies, mashups, you know what I mean? Where you have potatoes and rice and beans and lentils, and you put them all together. Traditional way to make all that taste good is to add a bunch of fat and stuff, and we're not going to do that. This is a simple sauce. It's kind of like a faux marinara sauce, a fake marinara sauce. It's real simple. It's tomato sauce. Bingo. Can you see that? I can't really see it. It's a little dark, but whatever. Tomato sauce. Olive oil. You don't need a whole lot. I'm just going to go whoop. Some minced garlic, and you can use garlic salt. I just don't use garlic salt because it has a whole bunch of added salt, right? Garlic salt, right? So I'll take the lid off because it has these super small friggin' holes. It's evil. And they rehydrate in the sauce. It's not something you want to eat right away. You can if you want, if that's what you're into. A little black pepper, a lot of black pepper actually. Come on. A little bit of onion powder. You don't need a ton of that unless that's what you're into. Basil. Bingo. I'll put a whole bunch of that in there. Don't hold back. It's good stuff. Give it a stir. It's pretty simple. Anyways, kind of a busy guy, so I need to do this for the week. It's Saturday. I'm not really sure when I post this video, but Saturday. And so I usually make enough sauce to last for the week. Lunches and dinners. So what I eat in a day, I don't know if I'm ever going to do one of those videos because it's pretty easy to just tell you what you eat in a day. First meal of the day, oatmeal, tablespoon of brown sugar, raisins, and some cut up bananas. That's my breakfast. Lunch is a mashup of about a cup of organic, if you can get it, spinach, about a half cup of rice, half cup of beans, half cup of lentils, some of this delicious sauce. That was my toast coming up there, if you could hear that. But and that's basically what I have for dinner too. Eating can be fun, and you can mix it up. And I eat apples in between there. So what do I have between meal times? Because I basically have like 1.5. The breakfast one's really not a big meal because that's when I'm gonna do my workout. I don't like to go crazy and like super fill up your tum-tum when you're gonna be doing that. That isn't the funnest thing ever. But that's how I do that. That's my meal in a day, and I didn't need to shoot a silly video for that. But what I also wanted to talk about was pacing, run pacing. What do you run on race day, and how much different is that than what you run, as you're going through the week? So I like to do one long run in the morning. I don't always do the same exact thing, but one long run in the morning between 7 and 10 miles, and then one in the afternoon. I like to do like one speed run, or one set of intervals, or one set of strength intervals, which are one lap. If you run a track, so maybe like if you don't have a track near you, like a quarter of a mile of 10-minute pace, and then as tempo as you want it to be, and then a second mile of like 9-minute pace, and then tempo, whatever that is for you, what comfortable tempo. Tempo for me is kind of like, everybody has a different view of what tempo is, but for me tempo is what you can run comfortably, but it's not super comfortable. In other words, you could do it forever and ever and ever, but it's not so soft that you're not even pressing yourself. That's what I call tempo. And then the third run, if you want to do 3 miles of this, and that's generally about what I do, between 1.5 and 3 miles, then I try to run a 7.5, 8-minute mile pace. That's That's a strength interval. In other words, it's going up and up instead of up and down, or whatever scheme you want to be running. And so you got to have a mixture of those through the week. So, but I always have one long run in the morning, and then whatever I mixed it up with during the week. But how does that relate to what tempo you're gonna, what pace you're gonna run in the race? I think what you're gonna run in the race is, depending on how long it is, that's different. So you have to find that out when you're doing your long runs. So about every other Saturday, I'll do like half marathon Saturday, and that's how I establish, because that's the farthest I've run. I've run more than a marathon, but I've never ran an actual marathon. I'm a 44-year-old guy, and I can't do too many super fast runs. These knees are kind of, they're fragile when you're 44 or older. Not to say that some people are, there's an exception to that rule, but if you're 44, you don't want to crush your knee by running thousands of freaking miles a year. You don't need to do that. Now you're saying, he says he runs 10 miles every day. That doesn't necessarily, it's 7 to 10. And sometimes I don't do the afternoon run. If I'm not feeling it, I don't do it. So I'm just gonna make some toast here. That's the mukbang part, because I'm gonna be eating something. And so I'm vegan, so I don't do, where does the seasoning salt go? I don't do the, let's see it. I don't do butter. Why is it whenever you shoot a stinking video, there's something you're going to need, and you're not going to be able to find the damn thing? Okay, well, we're going to just go with, I usually put olive oil on there, and I usually put some seasoning salt, which at the moment I cannot find. We've got everything else around me here, but I can't find the seasoning salt. Alrighty, so we're going to skip that part. So, getting back to pacing, it's also about whatever you want to do. Now, sometimes I'll have like a whole week where I just want to run super posh, like 10-minute miles, you know what I mean? That's for me. Less than tempo. When you're feeling like things are sore or whatever and you still want to get your miles in, that's one way to do it. But to get better, you have to have incremental increases. So each week, that doesn't mean a huge amount. That means never more than, maybe in a month, I never go more than like 10% on top of that. So you'll have to gauge that, and there's tons of apps. I got this watch, which is kind of a piecer, if I'm honest. Not my favorite. Not plugging anything. I'm thinking about getting a Garmin 225. Those look pretty cool. I've seen a ton of people online. Haven't heard a lot of complaints about it. That's a good thing. But that's how you'll gauge that uptick. So once a week or once a month, depending how comfortable you are, you'll tick it up, in that you'll have more miles, or that you'll have more intensity. Now I know that sounds kind of like, hey, you're really not giving me any advice. Well, I think it's dangerous to give people, hey, just do this thing, this increase every time. That's dangerous. You've got to listen to your body. Do you feel aches and pains? That's not a time to increase things. That's a bad thing. So what I'm saying is, listen to your increase never more than 10% over a month. I'd say a month. Let's start out with that. So either that you want more distance, and that's 10%, or, and it doesn't really matter. You don't need to do that. You'll come with that. You'll actually get faster as time goes. So maybe you could just watch what you're doing and see that you're going faster because you're getting more fit, and do it that way. Or you can do the 10% thing. So if you were 10-minute mile, 11-minute mile, whatever, then it's 950. You don't need to stick to that. And then another month, and you'll see you'll go faster, and you'll go up. And it doesn't need to be that amount, but track it and never let it get, let's say never let it get more than 10%. That's probably a good rule of thumb. So, eat healthy, right? Eat fruits and veg. If you have to eat animal protein, go with the lowest fat you can get. Chicken breast, turkey breast. Those would be my suggestions outside of the vegan lifestyle, the plant-based lifestyle, whatever you want to call it. Go ahead and do it. If you need to do that, do that. Pick diets that you can stick to. Calorie restriction diets, they suck. They don't work. Why not just watch your weight come down by increasing your workout, right? Either and varying it. Don't just run, nothing but running, or don't just cycle, or nothing but cycle, or don't just do aerobics, nothing but aerobics. Vary it up. Each day have a different routine, and then mix that up. So like I was saying, Monday's biking, and Tuesday's running, and Wednesday's aerobics, or Thursday is the pool, whatever. Don't always do it in that sequence. Shake it up. If you're feeling really strong, and you're feeling really energetic, and you feel like you got all the stuff left in the tank, then add a little something, but make it small and make that incremental. So, and what I tend to do is, easiest the first day of the week, whatever your rest day is, after that, easiest workout, up to midweek, Wednesday, whatever that is, then back down again. So, increase intensity and distance to Wednesday, decrease intensity and distance to whatever that last day of the week is. Do that, and I think you'll see changes. So, thank you again, YouTube. Peace.